So last week I went to Netflix to see a screening of the first episode of Adolescence, and I got a chance to see Stephen Graham and Jack Thorne talk about it. They're the creators and they act in the show as well and write. And I have never in my life experienced so many different emotions in 1 hour. Oh my God. Adolescence is a brilliant piece of work, from the phenomenal acting from everybody, the thought-provoking storytelling, and the continuous shooting style. That is mind-blowing by itself, but I'm not gonna get sidetracked. In a nutshell, if you haven't seen it already, it's about this 13-year-old boy named Jamie Miller who was arrested for unaliving his classmate who had apparently been cyberbullying him. Now, I have two major takeaways from this series. Number one, some things never change. I can remember being relentlessly bullied as a kid. And so there were parts where I was watching Jamie and I could empathize with him. I understood what it felt like to feel invisible, to feel unimportant, to feel overlooked. And sometimes, especially as an influencer dealing with hundreds of thousands of comments and messages from people all over the world, some of which just thrive on negativity. I know what it feels like to be bullied even as an adult, and it is awful. This longing to just want to fit in and to want to just have the peace of mind not to have to anticipate what insult might be coming next. I get that. The second thing is that this series doesn't necessarily have a resolve, right? It's more of a question about how a tragic occurrence like this not only impacts the person that did it, but also everyone that's in his life, his entire family. Their lives are now turned upside down because they are associated with him. The parents are going back and forth trying to process how this happened, how their child, who is seemingly sweet and normal and kind, did something so terrible, and they see it, but they can't believe it and they can't process it or accept it. Jamie's mom and dad are going back and forth on if they did everything that they could, if they did a good job at parenting. So you could tell throughout the series that they love each other, that they love their children, that they're trying to provide a good life, and yet this tragic thing still happens. And the wife looks to her husband and she said, maybe we have to accept that we could have done better. And what a blow. As someone who has gone through a lot of therapy, unpacking the rejection and the isolation and all the grief that I've suffered, I've learned to accept that while we can always probably do better, people often do the best they can with what they have, and sometimes that's not much. The only thing that we can do now is forgive them for what they didn't know, forgive ourselves for all the trauma-based mistakes that we've made along the way, and do our best to heal and grow. Let me know in the comments if you watched the series, what you got from it, what you thought, and I'm also encouraging you to give yourself some grace. And if you could have done better, you could have done better, but you can't change the past now. All you can do is make the best of what's happening right in front of you. Stay in a good space, always rooting for you, always love you. Thank you for tuning in for day 232 of Chris Off the Green, screen that is, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.